Okay, so I started to make the video for this and I got a phone call during it, so I tried to erase a little bit of it and it just didn't work. So I'm going to just explain what I did so far and then continue with the theory on it. This is page 4 and 5, the level 1 review of Piano Adventures lesson book 2A. So let's continue. I said a quarter note is 1 beat and it goes with a quarter rest, which is also worth 1 beat. A half note is worth 2 beats and it's paired with a half rest, 2 beats, and a whole note 4 beats, and a whole rest 4 beats. We're in 4/4 time. So that means 4 beats per measure and the quarter note gets the beat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we draw a bar line. 1, 2, half note gets 2 beats, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's our double bar line saying that the exercise is over. Time signature now changes to 3/4, meaning that there's 3 beats per measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. 1, 2, 3, bar line. 1, 2, 3, bar line. 1, 2, 3, bar line, and 1, 2, 3, double bar line, saying that the exercise is over. This is the one that I tried to erase, and it just looked like slop. So I'm going to start with the double bar line here and just try and write right over top of what I did before. So double bar line saying that the piece is over. Here's our accent mark. Okay, I'm going to circle it nicely. That is that greater than sign that brings emphasis on the note. Our staccato is the little tiny dot right there saying that it needs to be separated or kind of, I'm going to say, risen off the keys, not held down into the keys. We have a half rest right here. That's 2 beats of silence. We have your forte right here. That means loud. Let's see, we have a quarter rest. I think I got everything on this side. Oh, we have a bar line. That's this line going down right here. That's what separates our 2 measures in this exercise. We have a fifth, the interval of a fifth, third, fourth, second, and then a unison, which they don't have there. So we have a fifth, a third, a fourth, and a second. We have mezzo piano. We have our F clef or our bass clef. We have a whole rest. I'm trying really hard to stay on the line, but it's very difficult. We have a time signature, 4/4, 4 beats per measure, and quarter note gets a beat. And we have our G clef or our treble clef. Okay, so I didn't try to erase this one. It says put a check mark on the correct key from the X. So it goes up a half step, go up to the next direct key, down a half step, down next to the, or down a key, the next direct key. Can't talk this morning. Up a half step to the next direct key, and down a half step to the next direct key. So now they're talking about tonic and dominant. Remember, tonic is your first scale degree of the scale, and your dominant is your 5th scale degree of the scale. So they want to know which one of these, the one that's circled in, the shaded note, is it the tonic or the dominant? Well, I wrote a T and a D here. Well, it's under the D, so that's the dominant. Dominant is the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th scale degree. And the tonic is the 1st scale degree. Okay, the C5 finger scale, but now in treble clef. Is this shaded note here the tonic or the dominant? It's on the 1st scale degree. It's under the T. It's the tonic. G5 finger scale and bass clef. It's under the T. It's the 1st scale degree. It must be the tonic. G5 finger scale in treble clef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th scale degree. That means it's the dominant. It says play these 1 and 5, 7 chords. Well, you're just gonna have to play them. Just know that you are in C position. You're using your left hand because you are in bass clef, and these are half notes. You're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, hold 2, 3, 4. You're in G position. You're still using your left hand. And for both of these, you're not playing any black keys. These are all white keys. So you're going to have to shift from C position to G position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have symbols and terms. It says go down a half step, and that's flat. I like to start at the definitions and then work them over to the terms. Gradually slow down. Well, that is retardando. And it says to retard, and that is just short for retardando. You can also see it like this as well. Rit. Detached. Lift quickly. That is going to be your staccato. I also like to say separated. Smooth and connected. That's your legato. Up a half step. That is a sharp. And this is your completed theory page.